Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Queers of Time podcast.
I'm Matt.
I'm James.
I'm Kenny.
And I'm Kat.
And this is a podcast to talk about all the gay stuff in the Wheel of Time.
Because we're gay and we like the Wheel of Time.
Thank you so much to our feral venerator of Soirain who has supported us since day one, Lyrics.
In today's episode, we're going to talk about Saidin, Saidar, and Stone, which is the fourth episode of the Origins of Wheel of Time animated series on Amazon Prime. This episode touches on the differences between Saidin and Saidar and how they're accessed. I also want to know, where's the stone?
Where is the stone?
Yeah, I was confused.
That's what I would like to know too. Yeah.
Where's the stone?
Where is the stone? I mean, I guess I'm sure there were stones in the short, but I don't think that's.
I didn't see them.
It's not significant, though.
I ain't seen any stones in the short at all.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been talking about how in the very beginning, the island of Tarvalon is like a stone breaking up the river Aranin.
Oh, maybe.
But that's reaching.
Yes. That's like an obscure, yes.
That's them being like...
At Remy Park. Please tell me.
Tell me.
Oxford level alliteration there. They need to go down to like state school level for me.
Yes, exactly.
I don't understand all this illusions and shit.
Bring it down a couple notches, please.
Remy Park, you are wonderful, and I love you. You are the writer for all of these episodes, and I think they're all amazing.
Yes, I agree.
And you are a very amazing person. I just want to know where the title came from. That's all I want.
Yes.
But are they hot?
What?
She is pretty hot, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Good for her. So,
I like that very clearly. Did you think it was a boy?
It could have been.
Did you think it was a boy, and that's why you were asking, are they hot?
Kat, I just put a picture of Remy Park in the chat here. Do you want to give your female gaze opinion?
Let's see.
Oh, she is very pretty.
Oh, yeah. She is hot. Yeah. Confirmed she is hot.
Here at Queers of Time, we objectify both men and women, and in-betweens.
And we also objectify our trans and non-binary people, too.
Oh,
we
yeah.
Objectify everybody.
That's what I meant by in-betweens, and yet here, my brain is not here. It's okay.
The in-betweens.
Not
the
here.
in-betweeners.
The in-betweens.
The in-between.
If you go by they, them, or a neo-pronoun, you are no longer non-binary or trans. You are just an in-betweener.
An in-betweener. Yeah.
This message brought to you by James.
Yes.
I have regrets about myself.
James, an in-betweener.
And James themselves.
As an in-betweener myself.
As an in-betweener myself.
It's just like, and this conversation, as problematic as it is, and as much as it'll get us 3 canceled, it's still not as old-fashioned as the clip that we saw, the man and women.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the clip.
Yes,
Okay.
We're going to talk about Saidin and Saidar, the thing that we're actually supposed to be.
Oh no, I heard clit. The clit that we saw. And I said, what?
Wow, so James is not as
What clit did I see?
homosexual as we thought.
So we're talking about clits now, huh? Okay.
Man is rugged and rough, and he must control the flow. Whereas the woman is dainty and slender. She must surrender to the flow and be serene.
Surrender and submit and be serene.
Okay, so let's take it in order, people.
Okay, fine.
So it starts out with Tarvalon being a metaphor of sorts for
clits.
The split between Saidin and Saidar.
The split of the clit.
And how the river... That is not going to be the episode title.
Yes. I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that, so...
Hateful motherfuckers.
But yeah, it talks about how the island of Tarvalon itself splits the mighty river Aranin into 2 halves. Then it goes a little bit into the Age of Legends and grandirizing all of that, blah, blah, blah.
Age of Legends, blah, 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 whatever.
I mean, look, it'll get a dedicated short, I'm sure.
Yes, it will. If not multiple dedicated shorts, I'm sure it will. Yeah.
And how society benefited from true collaboration. I also thought it was interesting how she said the word collaboration. It was like collaboration.
Collaboration. Mm-hmm.
And how male and female Aes Sedai work together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something you often hear in the books is how, like, the greatest things were done when men and women just learned to look at each other and not hate each other. It's amazing what can happen when you don't look at someone with disgust just because they have different genitalia.
Wait, I missed that part of the episode.
No, that was subtext in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like the Age of Legends, like, the portrayal of it. Or have we just discussed that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I liked it too. I liked that we didn't see, like, a lot of it, but what we saw was, like, it was, like, just, like, a little hint of it. It was, yeah, right. I liked it too. Yeah.
I like that at least this Aes Sedai, at least this one, understands that men and women could work together.
Yes. Yeah.
At some point.
Possibly. I don't know. It also made me think, and I think we kind of talked about this in our Saidin and Saidar episode, like I wonder how much of the split between Saidin and Saidar, is it actually a split? Or is this just what people believe is the way it should?
Think is possible.
Yeah, think is possible. Mm-hmm. And if anything else would be possible. You know what I mean? Like, it just...
Yeah. How much of it is a self-imposed binary? Yes,
exactly. And I mean, I would love... I don't know if they're going to do this on the show. I don't think we've seen enough. Because we haven't really gotten into Saidin and Saidar on the show. I think we're going to get into it in a big way in season 2. But I don't know if what route they're going to do, if they're going to stick strictly to the book or if they're going to try and expand it a bit. But I think it would be a cool thing to see because I don't think it would necessarily break the story. I think if anything, it would enhance it a bit. I don't know.
For them to do what? Just so we're clear.
For them to like so that it's not just like it's a self-imposed binary that they have with Saidin and Saidar instead of just like, no, this is like a power that anyone can access. But I don't know. Am I making sense? Am I just rambling?
I think it would be interesting if they just threw in a trans character and said like nothing about it.
Yeah.
Or they just said, yes, this person was born a boy or born a girl and uses Saidar and is now a man and the end.
Yeah.
And then I would love to see the butt cloaks just react to that.
Oh, yeah.
That would be delicious.
Oof. They would lose their mind at that.
And the best thing
is
happening on set.
Is it a dog?
Are you getting broken into?
I don't know.
Is it a cat scratching? Is that what's happening?
It's over now.
Yeah.
If you die, can I have all your books so I can sell them in like...
No, my books go to my sister.
Aw.
She gets first pick and then Travis gets whatever else.
Okay. That's cute.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was.
I have no idea.
I don't know what we were talking about.
I mean, Saidin and Saidar and the possibilities of what they may do in the show. And
oh, yes. All of the butt cloaks getting mad at... Yes. I think that would be pretty... What is it?
So, this episode was about origins, and now it's about who's trying to kill James.
Mysterious sound.
I can hear it from here.
I can hear it too. Is it cats? It sounds like it might be cats.
Of course it's cats!
Yeah, it's cats. It's definitely cats. It's always cats.
Hi, you.
Oh, they're trying to get in.
Camille, this has got to stay in the episode.
Yeah. What were they doing?
He was just trying to find his friends that live in the bathroom walls.
Of course. Trying to find the secret cats? All the secret cats that are hiding? Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure he thinks that we have, like, famously killed lots of cats and stuffed them all in there. Mm-hmm. And he is the detective that, somehow...
Cat detective?
Needs to, has implanted himself as a spy.
Aww. It's so cute.
I don't know. Oh, and I think this was the same Aes Sedai as in the first one?
I think so. Yeah.
The brown sister.
Mm-hmm. I think so. So I appreciated that continuity. I think it just makes sense for the Aes Sedai to be narrating, especially a topic like this. It makes complete sense. Yeah.
A brown. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, two halves of the same whole.
Mm-hmm.
Like Moraine and Soirain. Or Suan.
You said whole.
Oh, boy.
Kat and Matt had two different reactions.
Yeah, I was like, "Aw."
And then it goes and talks a little bit about how when men touch Saidin, it's wild and unwieldy, a raging torrent resisting.
They have to grip it hard and firmly.
Yes.
Sorry, Kat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Yes, it's something that they have to take.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Which, oof.
Yeah, it's, it is, as we all know, slightly problematic.
Mm-hmm.
But at least they didn't present it in, like, a terrible, like, I don't...
It could have been
worse. It could have been worse. I agree.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. Honestly, for the most part, I don't mind the magic system. I don't mind the magic system of Wheel of Time. It's just when they lay it on really thick about how, like, men are supposed to seize and take, and that's how you master Saidin, and women have to surrender, and they have to be, they have to be submissive. And...
Can you do your man voice again? That was, like, really fun for me.
Okay. Men have to seize and take, and they have to be, man. Is that good?
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
That was cute.
Thank you.
But, I mean, these are canon. Like, these shorts are canon, so, I mean, it will be that way in the show with them having to seize Saidin and how it's a raging torrent.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see Asmodean Showran how to grip and seize the power and hold on to it.
I bet you can't. Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna fuck you, Matt.
I don't want him to. I'm gonna fuck Rand.
He's like, I could have told you that, James. I could have told you that was going to be his response.
A fictional... Look, I am not like half of fandom Twitter. I realize that fictional characters aren't real. And I don't have parasocial relationships with them.
Ooh,
so.
Dios mío.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I outgrew parasocial relationships with fictional characters when I was in high school, so.
Damn.
And now I'm gonna get canceled.
Damn. Well, maybe not canceled, but...
Oh, it only took 13 minutes.
You know, we're at 13 minutes, and Matt has, it's taken Matt a whole 13 minutes, or technically 14. We're going to round up to 14.
Technically 14, yeah. I would agree with that.
I mean, there was the entire, 2 or 3 minutes where I might have gotten murdered, but sure.
But you weren't being murdered, so...
But you weren't.
But I wasn't being murdered.
And we told Camille to not edit it out.
Yeah.
So...
That'll be interesting. I mean, this is very much a chaos episode, so...
Well, we're talking about Saidik and Saivage, so...
Saidik and Saivage.
Well, I think that's the episode title.
Yay.
I really hate that. I think it is.
And you know what, though? That's the thing, James. I think that is the episode title, unfortunately.
Yay.
I'm so sorry, but...
I came up with another.
For better or for worse.
For better or for worse, it is the episode title, so... Anyway...
But I did like how they depicted it visually. I enjoyed seeing, that guy, tumbling through the torrent of Saidin and stuff. That was really cool.
Yeah, I liked that too. Yeah, I really liked that too. And then, of course, the contrast that you see with the woman who's floating, floating very serenely. And, of course, it reminded me instantly of Egwene in the river. I know, there are some people who they're unsure about how they feel about that scene. I don't mind it. It's when she was punted off of the cliff by Nynaeve, which when
she was yeeted.
She was yeeted off the cliff, which I mean, that's just in character for Nynaeve. Nothing about that seems out of character for me, but anyway.
She's been waiting.
Oh.
She was thinking of all the times Egwene was a little shit growing up.
100%. All of the times Egwene questioned her and corrected her, and said, well, actually...
How dare she?
Oh, yeah, she was saving all of that up. She was saving that up.
Whenever she was gripping her braid growing up,
yes.
Listening to Egwene, she was like, I'm gonna push you so fucking hard in the river, I swear to God.
Oh, I can't wait.
Just wait till this initiation ceremony. That bitch gonna go over the edge so fast.
I'm
gonna aim for one of the rocks.
Jesus.
I almost went there, and then I was like, no, that's dark. I almost was like, yeah, I can't wait to see your blood on the rocks, motherfucker. I'm gonna swear to God. And I'm like, no, we see Rand's blood on rocks. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, as our...
Mm-hmm. Yes, James.
No,
go ahead.
No.
No. I think you need to say it. We can cut it out if we need to, but you do need to say it.
Do I need to say it?
Yeah, you've been outvoted.
You need to say it now. If it had just been a little laugh, it would have been fine. But you laughed for way too long, and so you do need to say it. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask now that we're on the topic of Saivage, Kat, do you have an opinion?
What's wrong with that?
I don't. What is your opinion of the?
You said worse.
You said so much worse.
Yeah.
And been much less demure about saying it.
Yes.
I just didn't want to reduce Kat to a vagina. You're more than a vagina, Kat.
Thank you.
Okay?
Technically, you're asking her opinions on vaginas, so...
So what is the question? What was your actual question, James?
I guess the question is, like, what do you think about the embracing
Vaginas?
Saidars?
Oh.
Yes, what do you think about vaginas, aside from yummy yummy?
Big fan. Continue.
Yummy. Oh, it's a good thing I ate.
What was the question? What was the actual question, James? Before... Mm-hmm.
No, we're good.
Oh.
We're good.
What was the actual question?
Uh-huh. Is it because Matt talked about it's a good thing I ate, and then we were talking about vaginas and eating?
Christ almighty, James.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. It wasn't...
Oh.
Why did you say Christ almighty James, as if I was the one that... immediately to blame?
I mean...
It is typically me.
If you walk into the kitchen and you see a pile of shit on the floor and it's just you and the dog in the house and you didn't shit on the floor,
it's the dog.
It's a pretty good conclusion. Safe conclusion to make.
Oh, that reminds me that Rafe said that the dog was just a dog.
It was a dog, and it was a big dog too, which is even funnier.
The Irish Wolfhound.
Yeah.
Oh, so as someone that's a fan of the show, Matt, we pay attention to things that Rafe says on Twitter because he posts so infrequently.
Mm-hmm.
And he did a Q&A on episode 4, which the question that was asked was Jenny the dog just a dog, or was it a euphemism for something else? And he was like, oh no, it was just a dog.
Just a dog. Yeah.
An Irish Wolfhound, which is a giant dog.
Giant dog. So Moraine was just like sneaking a giant dog into, like, yeah.
So it is canonically an Irish wolfhound in The Wheel of Time.
In the show, yes.
Yeah.
So is there an Ireland? Did Ireland survive the breaking and it's basically just a bunch of fantasy people and then leprechauns?
No, it's still there. It's just Ireland.
It's just Ireland, exactly.
It's still Ireland, actually. Yeah, they call it Ireland and everything.
They just call it Ireland. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I saw that he said something, but I didn't really care enough to pay attention, so...
There you go.
Look, I'm sorry, Twitter of Time, I love you guys, but, you know...
Vaginas, pro or against? Okay.
Pro. Very pro vaginas.
Okay, so...
Was that the actual question?
No, the question was, what do you think about how women embracing Saidar is described in this short?
I mean, okay, so I liked the way that it was described. I liked how it was described. I don't like the idea behind it, but I like the way that it was done in the short, if that makes sense. Yeah.
And it is very true to the series.
It is. Very. Yeah.
It is basically like word for word for how Moraine describes it to Egwene in the beginning in The Eye of the World.
Yep. Yeah. I think it's like a very straightforward, it's super simple, very straightforward. You don't really need to know more than that. That's kind of it. That's kind of it about Saidin and Saidar. And so I liked it. And again, like I really liked the, I mean, I've always liked the river metaphor when describing the two. It's just, I just don't like that they go back on the, male and masculine and feminine tropes type thing. That's the only thing. But yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to do a quick bit of like research here about.
Now, were you typing just now? Is my question.
Yes.
Okay. Does this mean that Camille is going to do a murder?
Camille is going to do a murder.
That's fine.
Okay. What were you trying to look up? What were you trying to look up?
Pussy pics.
Ew.
Oh no.
Okay, so this Aes Sedai is one, or the Aes Sedai in here is one of 5 people. And the reason, or assuming it is a character from the books,
Oh, I see.
it is one of 5 people because she refers to them as my daughters, which only the Amerlin seat does.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
There are only 5 Amerlin seats raised from the Brown Aja that we know of. Like, there in the Big White Book, there's the complete listing of Amerlins from, like, day 1.
Yes.
And only 5 are from the Brown that we know. There are 2 unknown ones, but they're probably not Brown. So, Baladair Arondai, she was famous for the consideration that it is a moral duty of the Amerlin to explain herself to the common people. Interesting.
Okay.
Daniela Alevin, she was quiet, not strong, not in control of the hall, neglectful. Okay, probably not her.
Not her, no.
Egain Lewin.
Why does that sound familiar?
Average strength and influence. Chosen because she would lead Tarvalon away from the involvement of the world's affairs. Okay.
Oh, well then.
Zaranda Tyrim, average strength. She kept someone of the White Aja as her mistress of novices.
And her mistress.
I did think for a second I thought mistress of novices was a thing, and I thought it was just going to say her as her mistress. And I was like, oh, work. Okay. Good for her. Good for her.
Or it could be Kieran Melway, who she was a weak Amerlin, though not lacking in influence and strength. In truth, many of the things she did paved way for the stronger Amerlin to come. Baron Mathwin last made a serious mistake during Kieran's reign. Okay, so she was a relatively recent one.
Okay.
I'm going to assume it's Baladier Aronde.
That's what I'm thinking. It's the first one. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Rafe, if you're listening, can you please just confirm or deny who it is?
Yeah, please and thank you.
Thank you. Speaking of thank yous, Kat, would you like to do our outro?
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Queers of Time podcast. If you liked our show, please give us a review on Apple Podcast. You can also follow us on Twitter while it's still standing, Instagram, and TikTok at Queers of Time and our Discord server. And if you are able to, we'd love to have your support through Patreon. Please give us money. We recently just shifted things around in our tiers for Patreon. It's new and fancy. Yeah, check it out and give us money because making this is expensive. Thank you.
Yeah, we're still making money back from it. Like it's a lot. It's a lot.
Put some singles in our thongs.
Make it rain on us.
I ain't wearing a thong for anybody, and especially not for no singles. Oh yeah, if you want to be a guest on the podcast, there is now a tier for that. So
yes, there is. Yeah, we should tell people about that, huh?
Subject to approval,
Subject to, yes, that is key. Subject to approval.
Some of y'all, you can pay me $100, $1,000. I won't let you on the show.
And it's not.
No, $1,000 I would. I just wouldn't air it.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all for listening. This was Queers of Time, a Wheel of Time podcast. The music is Dance of the Witches by Julius H.